there was just this day I just was like, man, there's so many people that I've worked with and been around and been able to meet. What if I just sat back and made a list of all the people that I've worked with before, so or just been associated with. So I made a list, and we're just gonna go down the list. I'll pick a few names, and I thought about calling it STARstruck. So this is my show called STARstruck. Yeah, STARstruck. So Omarion, earlier in his earlier years of being in the group B2K, my dad, Lim Slow, Flexi, had did security for him and Immature. They were going by IMX at the time, and Marcus Houston. All of these guys, and during the height of probably all their careers, B2K, working with Puffy and the Bump 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 song, this was really big at the time. Omarion later joins Maybach Music, starts doing some stuff with Rick Ross, and has a single come out called "Posed to Be." And he was working with Janine Aiko, Chris Brown. Video shot to the top of the charts, and he happened to get booked. Got a chance to meet him, shake his hand, and man, he was doing some moves in some Tim boots that I've never seen before in my life. But he was hella cool, and the crowd that came and seen him just, they loved it. So shout out to old man. Hell yeah. During the time when it was the Hard Knock Life tour, and the Rough Riders and Murder Inc., Jay-Z, he was touring a lot, and he happened to stop in Bakersfield. He is my favorite rapper, and I got a chance to see Hova. T.I. happened to perform that night also, and I remember T.I. just giving it, just everything, 110 always. Shout out to the A, shout out to Bankhead, and big fan of T.I. Shout out to my man Tip. This was another different time, but I saw Game live, and man, I want to say it was a full bottle of vodka, like a big old bottle of Ciroc probably, and he just took the whole thing to the head, right there on stage in front of, I don't know, a sold out crowd. He was the headliner. There's a bunch of other people on the bill too, but amazing performance, and shout out to Game, shout out to Black Wall Street. Yeah. So Colby O Donais, he was blowing up. He was signed to Convict Music. Akon had signed him during this time. Akon's on everybody's hooks. T-Pain's blowing up. Hooks are major. You know what I mean? You needed one of those fly hooks during that time. And Colby O Donais is this new fresh face. Has a hot new single called Always Talking About What You Got. And he happened to stop through Bakersfield during his tour. My brother knew some people that was associated with the organization that was bringing him, and they were able to get me not only to perform and open up for him, but they got me on the radio, and just everybody heard my name on the radio. People were calling my phone and just blowing me up about hearing my name on the radio. So it was really big for myself, and it was a magical moment. I got to take hella pictures with him and just perform with him and just rocked it and killed it. It was a hell of a show. The Jacka, I remember he had got booked in Bakersfield, and we got a chance to open up for him right there. It was another time I went to the Mob Figure show. Just ran into him numerous times. Went to some of his shows just to, just be a fan. A lot of respect for the Jacka and the Mob Figures, EP.3, Hus, And rest in peace to my boy Jacka, man. Hell yeah, he'll definitely be missed. D-Lo, I seen D-Lo perform, and just after I saw that, I started following him on the social media, and I knew he already had a hell of a buzz. So booked him, and when he came and did the show, he killed it. I mean, he rocked it like crazy. Shout out to Mr. Naho, and D-Lo definitely knows how to rock a crowd. There was just this day I just was like, man, there's so many people that I've worked with and been around and been able to meet. What if I just sat back and made a list of all the people that I've worked with before, or just been associated with. So I made a list, and we're just gonna go down the list, pick a few names, and I thought about calling it STARstruck. So this is my show called STARstruck. Yeah, STARstruck. Nickatina. So there was a few different occasions. I had just opened up for a Young Money artist, and I got booked to open up for Nickatina, Hobson, and Roach gigs. There was another time he was booked in Fresno. I got a chance to open up for him. There was another time I just went to his show. He was always hella cool, and he would rock out at his shows. He'd drink Hennessy Black with my dad, and he just put us up on game about always doing what you do and being the best at it. You know what I mean? To represent Filmo, and just felt his presence. He was real cool OG, for real. Hell yeah. Shout out to my nigga Nickatina. There was just this day I just was like, man, there's so many people that I've worked with and been around and been able to meet. What if I just sat back and made a list of all the people that I've worked with before, or just been associated with. So I made a list, and we're just gonna go down the list, pick a few names, and I thought about calling it STARstruck. So this is my show called STARstruck. Yeah, STARstruck.